Hello, everybody, and welcome back to M&J Games. I am Michael, and today we're looking at a creation by TJ Puffs 92, and it's called Gulpee Slush Coaster. And before I kind of describe this beautiful creation that you're seeing, and really unique, I am joined by DwarrenIce. Gosh, I say that every time. But
It's
I
fine.
appreciate So, because since I messed it up, if you would tell everybody what's your name and you're a PC creator and creating a part called Mythica right now. So, welcome to the channel.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Hi guys, I'm DwarrenIce. And
Like
as
that's
MG said, I'm building on Mythica.
it's funny because it's not a difficult name to say, but I just once I start recording, my mind just goes blank. But yeah, back to the coaster, and this is a coaster that was created for the console Discord contest, and this is like TJ always takes everything to the extreme, and it's incredible. So, what are your kind of initial thoughts before we actually begin looking around?
It's very colorful. There are a lot of colors in there and I love it.
Yes, it's like you give TJ kind of an idea, like, "Hey, do this," and then he just like takes it to a point where you're like, "Dude, how'd you even envision that, man?" Like, it's insane.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, it's just incredible. Like the color, like you said, very colorful, and there's a lot of little details that we'll see kind of throughout this that are very unique. You got custom fencing around. I mean, you got that lettering there. We got the height sign. We kind of look around the
Yeah.
rest of the park first before we actually go in the queue. But if you notice that Gulpee stand, it's got like it's using screens up there to make it look like it's actually got Gulpee drink up in the top of that. Like
That's a really cool detail. I
just
love that.
not much else you can say other than wow, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That looks really great.
Yeah, just the attention to detail here and all the different pieces that have been used is crazy. And
I
when
love
I
those window-like fencing that he got going on there.
yeah,
With
it's really cool.
color. It's so simple, but it really looks very cool.
Hmm. Agreed. And I like this walkway around, and then you've got the gulpy drink in the center. I just think that's a really cool touch.
Yeah, it really breathes the atmosphere of being the Gulpee factory.
Yeah, and this is custom supported as well. I think I click on that, and yeah. So I don't know if it's the whole coaster,
Okay.
but definitely the lift hill is custom supported. Um,
Wow. I mean,
and
it's
those
a pain in the ass on PC, let alone on console. I think the custom
yes,
supports.
yeah, it's not the most fun thing to do. Although to me, it's like once you kind of get it going, it's not too bad. It's just when you got to angle stuff differently, kind of gets annoying. And my plan was to look at the backstage stuff and everything afterwards, and that didn't really go as
Okay.
planned. Because anytime I saw something, I was like, "Oh, this looks cool."
Yeah, with the custom supports, I actually what what makes it fun for me is that I look at what kind of coaster I have, what kind of builder that it had made, and then build
Mhm.
the supports accordingly. And especially with Gerstlauer coasters, you can have fun
Yeah.
with it because they make creations of art for the supports.
Yes. Agreed.
But it can be a pain, especially if you have a long coaster.
Hmm. Yeah, it's really impressive. Now we're heading
Yeah.
to the queue for the coaster, and just the amount of little um, these like little glass cubes that are made are just really impressive.
Yeah, but it's just they're simple but very cool ideas.
Hmm.
I mean, I haven't seen it before in Blanco yet, like those
Oh,
glass
really?
cubes or something. So
Awesome. Well,
really
TJ, you
cool.
did something that people haven't seen in Planko before, and I love the Gulpy created out of the those like air vent pipes.
Yeah,
Gosh, that's so
really
creative.
cool.
I mean, I feel like if you're ever gonna wait in a queue and not get bored, this is the queue you want to wait in.
Yeah, probably wear some sunglasses though because of all the colors, but
Yeah, this is, and I mean those lights, like this is just insane. And then you've got the little glass here where you can kind of see the coaster come back in the station. And then
yeah,
I just couldn't
also
help
need
it.
to transfer.
Couldn't help it. I was like, oh, transfer track. Let's go back here.
Yeah, Very detailed maintenance area.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool too to see when you've kind of seen a lot of what other people make in the game, kind of as we've all gotten better. You just how they get more and more detailed at stuff like this. I mean, everything to like up to this or up to that brake section, and even the walkway to the roof, and just the level of detail here
That's
is
really
incredible.
cool. And also with the doors lining up.
Yeah,
I mean, the Mythcat don't go through a door. That won't end well.
good to know. Yeah. Now, like I got a quick glimpse of it, but using the kind of Gulpee stand, not umbrellas, but like the stand covers in front for the stalls, using those in the doorway, I thought was kind of a cool touch that you don't really see people do a lot.
No, it's yeah, exactly. I agree.
Yeah.
Really cool touch.
And you mentioned earlier having the glass here. I think
Yeah,
that's
the fencing here looks really cool, especially from the other side. If you have the light on it, they just see different colors. It's
yeah,
simple, but really cool.
yeah, agreed. And the windows here, I click on this because that's just using, taking
A
the
fencing glass. Yeah,
glass.
really
It
cool.
adds so much, and it's something I don't even think about. Really detailed station. Look at these gems. So
Yeah.
he used these gemstones. It's like you pull one down and it doesn't even remove a spot. Like,
Yeah,
and you
that's
can't.
actually how we used to make glass back in
Oh yeah, so
back
you
in
know all about
beta
that.
version or
I think that's like 3,000 pieces or something just for.
yeah, that will be a lot.
Oh, it looks really awesome.
Yeah, it really does.
And it's
Also,
like,
also the other day I was reminding myself that back in time that I also used gems for glass windows because at the time we didn't have those glass panes.
right.
And lately I was like, I have to do that again because those gems do give a texture which is very neat.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, part count.
yeah. So we ended up taking a daytime ride and a nighttime ride. It said front bumper in the day,
Oh,
but I felt
cool.
like this was just too detailed of a coaster to not ride and seat view. Normally I like riding front bumper just because I feel like it's the smoothest coaster experience,
Yeah,
but seat view you kind of get more visuals of the actual everything surrounding the coaster.
yeah, true.
These hoops are really cool.
Mhm.
Like everything was thought about too. Like even just that little area there when it went over a path using the chain link fence as protective fencing for the guests below. And I love seeing stuff
Yeah,
like
that's a really good too, the detail.
that. Mm-hmm.
And I love the water spraying around if you go beside it.
Yep. Agreed. And the amount of times it goes in and out of different build.
That's a really cool part with all the doors and the glass in it.
Mm-hmm. It kind of gives the illusion, like it gives a weird illusion with those glass kind of cubes that.
Yeah, I really like that.
It's almost like trippy in a way.
Yeah, probably won't don't watch these videos if you're tripping because that won't go well.
Yeah. So now we end up taking a nighttime ride, and we ride in chase view.
Cool.
And just the difference in daytime and nighttime is really, really cool. Which is really cool in daytime, and then nighttime just really even exceeds that with much the colors pop and the lights pop and stuff. And
Yeah, I feel
really
like this build is best viewed at night. We'll see
Mm-hmm.
if I'm correct, but
Yeah, I do believe we checked this out at nighttime for the rest of the park. I mean, just going through those rings, the color that gives
yeah, it
is
looks
so
really
cool.
And all the lights following the track.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of built into the coaster. Really cool touch.
Yeah.
Just gives like a really cool look of the lights, the different color lights that are constantly reflecting off of the coaster.
Yeah, that's actually a really cool detail, which is a bit of a bit mesmerizing actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally agree.
The amount of lights that have been built into this. Really cool.
I
And
love that.
especially those parts through the buildings.
I love that mid-course brake run. Just how you got the stairs going up to it, and
Yeah, it's good detail. Adds a lot of realism to it.
oh yeah, it does for sure. That end part is cool with those lights.
Definitely.
Yeah. So what are your we just got a couple minutes left, so what are your overall thoughts of this build, as it's just obviously an individual coaster build compared to a whole park?
Yeah, it's a really cool. I love the way that it goes in and out the buildings. I love the colors.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of, but it's actually fun. It fits the theme and really makes it feel like the Gulpee factory. So really cool.
Yeah,
And
it
also
does.
nice coaster, very smooth.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's like, not that like the Hershey factory or anything like that is necessarily like this, but it does kind of give me a vibe of like Planet Coaster or Frontier ever built a factory based around what Gulpee, this is what it would look like.
Yeah,
like it,
exactly.
yeah, really gives that feel. And then this little backstage area spot. EJ's done a lot of really good creations, but I think this to me is the best he's done. Like, just absolutely insane.
Yeah, it looks really cool and a lot of details, which I love.
Yeah, I still think
And
those rings.
especially going through that one building where you had those explosions going on.
Hmm.
It was a short part, but it was really cool.
Yeah, and then I love to zoom in here because this is the first time that I truly noticed that. Like, it's supposed, that's supposed to look like drink up there, right? Whatever the
Yeah.
Gulpy drink is, and just using those colorable panels really makes it stand out. Um, yeah, so as we wind down the build, as I said, this one's called Brain Freeze. Make sure to go check it out on the workshop, as the link is below. And thank you so much for joining me once again.
Yeah, thank you again for having me.
Of course. And as always, guys, thank you so much. Make sure to download, and as I said, download this on the workshop, but to subscribe and like the video. And I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their day.
Bye, everyone.